Hey there, welcome back. This is update 23. In my last video, I talked about how I was stuck on a little issue that I had there. Well, I mentioned in my post, I have resolved said issue, and it was really silly on my part. Um, I'll show you what it is. I spent quite a bit of time trying to figure it out, and sometimes that just happens. I don't know, you get caught up doing whatever and you just don't look at the obvious. Anyways, regardless, I don't think anything that I ever do is a waste of time. I mean, as I was looking for that particular issue, I managed to optimize some of my other events by doing that, so it's still a win-win. Anyway, this is the game. This is how it's supposed to run. I'm going to go back into level 9. And if you remember from my last video, I have an object called goal values, and in there under the alterable values I have some values that set up to keep track of how many objects are to be collected, and this is what I will base my win or lose off of. So in here, before it wasn't counting some of the blocks, and they wouldn't float up to the goal object here, and now they do. So if you take a look at this number, the goal 1 total is at 97, and this is at 97, and it should once these blocks fly out and they land on top of the goal object, they get reduced. In this value here right away as soon as you click on them. See. Anyway, I think I explained all that in the last video. Anyway, it's working perfect now. And I'm using this level 9 because it's extreme. There's a lot of same colored blocks. So anyway, it's all working. 21, 21. Perfect. It's working perfect. Anyway, I've done test after test after test after test, and it works. Yay me! Everything is good in M3P world again. Anyway, so what was the issue? Well, there was nothing wrong with my code at all. Like I said, I'm using the easing object. So what happens? We have this goal object here, and this goal object has two movement types. The first movement 0, is static, and movement 1 is the pinball. And the pinball move is the one I'm using, so if it's not an object that you're going to collect, then it just bounces off the screen like that. That's what the pinball movement is for. The static movement is, I use the easing object and they fly up here. So what was going on is in here is where I used the easing object to move them. What I wasn't doing is once these goal objects, they don't get destroyed. I create as many as I need at the beginning of the level, and I just keep reusing them. So when they're not in use, they fly off the screen to be used again. So what happened was I forgot down here to set the movement back to static after it used the pinball movement, and that was it. That's the only thing that was wrong. So there was a conflict up here with the easing object, because once the object flew off the screen and it still had the pinball movement attached to it, it was conflicting with the move object. The easing object was trying to move it, but yet the pinball movement was still on there. So anyway, that's what happened. So simple fix, and it's all good now. Anyway, back to it, and I will continue working on some more fun stuff. I'll post some more soon. Cheers.